And welcome back. This one comes to us from Cutie Kitten 1, who asked the question, who would win a fight? Black Cat from the Marvel Universe versus Blak Belladonna from Ruby. I've been getting a lot more Ruby requests lately. Now, with Black Cat, I'm going to say right up front, we're not using the whole luck powers she had at one point, because she only had them for a little while. It's not saying that's a true staple of her power set. But Black Cat is essentially Marvel's equivalent of Catwoman, but she is a bit more physically enhanced. She does have a degree of superhuman abilities. It's more like on a Captain America level than, say, a Superman level. But she does have her strength, endurance, agility, speed. All those are like roughly peak human condition, or close enough to it, if not a little beyond, specifically on her reflexes and agility. She's quite intelligent. She is a master thief. She's a solid hand-to-hand combatant, and she has claws within her. Are they gloves? Or are they just part of the suit? So they're just almost like a one piece. I think they're gloves because they're white versus the black. I think. She does carry things like some grappling lines. I think she even carries a bola on her, though I can't remember if that one's true or not. But she's a very capable individual. She doesn't fare the best against metahumans. The only real reason Spider-Man doesn't just flat out beat her in a fight is because A, he doesn't fight her. They're more or less on good terms. And B, the female Wileys and their attraction with each other. Against other superhuman individuals, she doesn't fare quite as well. Like, she's no match for Venom or anyone like that. But yeah, she's capable. But again, when you really stack her up, she is a very low-level character in terms of physical abilities and personality. Blak Belladonna is apparently something known as a faun? Or a, what is she known as? What is she exactly? A faunus. I'm not certain. From the looks of it, I'm guessing that's kind of like a cat people. Or at least a hybrid species of human and animal. But she is known to have a cool, reserved, and serious personality most of the time, but does not lack a humorous side. Dry wit, basically. Shown to be introverted, likes reading books. Basically, she has above average speed, strength, and endurance. She's able to maintain motion and energy without fatigue. She possesses remarkable reflexes and can dodge nearly point-blank strikes from Adam by using her semblance. We'll get to the semblance in a little bit. She has great night vision, allowing her to see proficiently in the dark. Her main weapon, known as Gambold's Shroud, is a sword. In its sheath, it can cut through most things because the sheath acts like a cleaver. Out of its sheath, she can use it in tandem with each other. She's adept at using it as a conduit for her aura, creating shockwave-like attacks for varying intensities in conjunction with her swings. These attacks have been shown to be extremely effective and versatile, as Blake has used them against Grimm, missiles, AK-130s, and human opponents, given that Adam demonstrates a red variety of his attack in the Black trailer. It's possible she learned the technique from him. She also appears to be able to freely and quickly change the way she grips the weapon, so basically she can grip it as a standard sword or reverse grip it. She can fold the blade into a gun blade, which no matter what weapon it is, they all double as guns, which is attached to an extended ribbon similar to a Japanese kurosagama, or a sickle chain. Her techniques with this form are similar to the Crescent Rose, used by Ruby, in which she uses the recoil from the gun attached to the blade to increase the speed of her attacks and slice multiple enemies. Additionally, she can use the momentum of the weapon on the ribbon as an anchor to maneuver herself in mid-air. She can quickly grapple with other opponents or objects. Because the sword portion of Gambolt's shroud folds into a sickle, the end of the blade is double-edged. She can use the blade's edge with the sword's form. Ultimately, her weapon was destroyed in combat against Adam, the blade being cut horizontally in half. Interesting. Her semblance, which is an ability most people in this world seem to have, Blake's most remarkable ability is her semblance, which allows her to create shadow clones. Now, are they like Naruto shadow clones, or are they clones made like of shadowy material? She can use these cones to distract, shield, or hide herself from enemies for a brief amount of time, which is demonstrated with her fight with Athlesian Knight 130s against. Okay, her first on-screen use of apparently minus I think experience things. Doesn't know how long a shadow copy can appear for how long. Apparently, they are essentially that physical clones made of shadows. So, given everything, I think Black Cat would be able to hold out for a while. In a straight physical altercation, I even think Black Cat has the overall edge. These two, let's say she's trying to steal something from the academy. Blake confronts her, and the fight commences. Now, in the straight hand-to-hand combat thing, I would think that because of her physicality, and I think at least equal hand-to-hand experience, because she spent a lot of time on the streets and fighting thugs, though Blake has spent a lot of time training to fight as well. I would probably lean towards Black Cat in terms of better in a physical altercation. The problem stems from she has more than just physicality. See, the problem with this fight right off the bat is that Black Cat just has her physical abilities to go off of. Blake has more than her physical abilities to go off of. So the fight might begin initially, and at first, Black Cat's holding the advantage. Then she pulls out the blade, still in its sheath. She dodges. Okay, fine. Then she unsheaths the damn thing and starts, swings again. This time, she's able to use what was this? What they call a sonic attack, or was it like a wave? Let's see here. Sorry. Shockwave. She creates a shockwave and it blows her back. To which case she easily turns it into her gunblade, and probably while she's in midair and can't dodge, shoots Black Cat and wins. Even if that's not the case, the fact of the matter is she has a semblance that creates shadow clones, which means she could easily overwhelm her. And she has enough weaponry of a unique nature and skills added on there that it wouldn't go well for Black Cat. Black Cat has fought a lot of individuals. I do believe she could hold her own and even win in a couple scenarios. She could knock her out pretty quick. But ultimately, in certain scenarios, I've got to go with Blak Belladonna on this. I don't watch Ruby myself. My sister loves it, but I don't personally watch it. I'm going to go, though, only about 80% of the time. I think there's a solid 20% chance that Black Cat can win the day. But let me know what you think. Put in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And ideas for who would win. Star Wars, Superhero, Magic, What If. Anything to do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Be back with who would win, what if, and box office tomorrow. Later.